My hair's all crazy. Hello.
Hi. I asked you if you were
ready.
ready.
I know, but my hair's always crazy, so
well,
there's no saving me from that.
There is none. So, hello. We're back.
Been a while.
Yeah.
How you been?
We've been busy. Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. Today we are Saturday, October 14th, 2017, and this is episode 217.
You were going to say 2017.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
And I'd like to welcome new and returning viewers.
It's been a crazy couple of weeks. There were so many pies last week. I baked 4 pumpkin pies last Saturday morning for
you bought
Thanksgiving. I bought 2 apple pies at work.
You were able to transport them okay?
Yeah.
In boxes?
Oh, yeah. No, they didn't have boxes. I put one in the container and one on top of the container, and I brought my car. So perfect. And then the next day, I left the apple pies at my mom's, so she could be responsible for transporting them. And the pumpkin pies, I baked 4 pumpkin pies, so I was putting pumpkin pie wrapped in foil, inverted plate, pumpkin pie, inverted plate. So I managed to fit 3 of them in and 1 on top.
Yes, because we're less than a minute in and we're off topic.
Yeah, I know. I borrowed a cake carrier from Sue, a Tupperware cake container thingy. So I was able to transport my pies without any mishap.
Yeah, it's always good.
We only ate 1.5 pies. My uncle kept the other half of the second one because he has a bunch of hockey players living in his house.
Yeah.
He and my aunt both billet several players from a minor league team.
Okay.
I think minor league or some kind of. They're professional hockey players. So they had dinner with us, sort of. They made a brief appearance. Food disappeared. That was about it. But I left the rest of the pie for the boys. And so I came home with 1 apple pie, and I had 2 pumpkins. And I was like, I really don't want 2 pumpkin pies in my house because I still have 6 pumpkins to bake. Because I go through a lot of pumpkins in the fall because my cats like pureed pumpkin. And I make pumpkin soup, and I make pumpkin muffins, and I make pumpkin everything. So I like to stock up so that I can actually have some beyond October. And so I was, my cousin's wife really, really liked the pie. So I would like, would you like to go home with the pie? And she was like, so I was like, here you go. So then I only had 1 apple and 1 pumpkin. And on the way home, I had a brainstorm, and I called Sylvia and Sarah, and I said, do you guys like pumpkin pie? And Sarah was like, we love pumpkin pie. So I said, would you like a pumpkin pie? We'll stop by.
That's like awesome.
So I got rid of all my pies. Well, the apple I kept because Rob was still home for another day and a half, and I figured that he would eat some, and he did not. So Sky and I ate the rest of the apple pie. But anyway, yeah, there were a lot of pies.
So who are you?
I'm me.
Yeah, I know. Because this is us.
Did you already introduce yourself?
I did.
Okay. I'm Lynn, also known as Tall Baby.
Remember I had stuff I was going to say 2017?
Yeah, but I didn't know if you'd actually said your name or not.
I did.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I know.
I was knitting.
I know.
So you can find us on Ravelry, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Etsy, and our blog at twotangledskeins.com.
Where the show notes reside.
And sometimes you can find us in Vermont, and sometimes you can find us at Rhinebeck.
Hi, Kate. See you soon.
I'm so excited.
Because if you don't know, Kate from Hawthorne Cottage Crafts.
Is that who she is?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Wow.
Yeah, who has a podcast.
Kate at Hawthorne Cottage, yeah.
Who has a podcast. Well, guess what? She was going to fly to Rhinebeck, and she decided to check the prices to fly directly to Ottawa, and they were comparable. So she's flying in on Tuesday to Selma's house for 10 days.
And she and Selma are going to share a motel room right across the road from our cabin.
Yeah.
And Sarah, the Canadian knitter, and Jen, the uncreative crafter, and Jess, Sarah Nova Crafts, are getting a cabin right next to us.
Oh, they got it? And where's Andrea staying?
Andrea's staying in Kingston, so she's not far.
Okay. So they had a cabin left.
Yeah.
But they did not already have a...
I didn't actually put it on the site this year, so I guess nobody thought of it. I don't know.
No, what I'm saying is, didn't Sarah have something?
Yeah, she had a hotel room, but it was almost 3 times the price. It was crazy.
Cool.
So now she gets to stay in one of our lovely cabins.
So we're going to be 9 knitters.
And
Plus
we're going to be
whoever else is
neighbors.
going to be there.
9. There's
We're
6 of us. There's 4 of
three
them.
Oh, 4 of them.
Because Marcia from Fairy Little is staying with them too.
Oh.
It's going to be all the neighbors. Poor Sue.
Andrea, would
Poor
you
Sue
like
and
a
Vince.
couch?
Sue and Vince are the no.
No, just kidding.
Because I'm the one who always ends up sleeping on the couch. Sue and Vince are the owners at Simpler Times Cabins, and that's where we're staying. So if you would like to go to Rhinebeck and you haven't booked anything yet, there may actually be a cabin or 2 left. Just saying.
Yeah. They love us.
And if there aren't, the Phoenicia Lodge across the road probably has rooms.
And they love us because it's not off time right now. They keep it open for us.
Yeah, because they used to close on Columbus Day weekend, which was actually 2 weeks ago. It was the weekend that I was in Vermont.
Yeah.
And she stayed open the first year just for me, and I think it was just us that year.
Yep.
And the second year, there were like a few cabins and knitters, and then last year it was all knitters. So, sorry, Sue.
I don't think she's saying sorry.
Well, maybe she'd like to start her vacation early. I don't know.
Very true.
So anyway, it's a knitting show.
It is.
It's a knitting show.
It's our life.
I have
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm actually working on my second one. So you're going to have to wait 2 seconds while I finish my row.
Well, that's just not acceptable.
Bendo. Keep that up and I'll whip you with it.
I have to hold it so it's stop my knitting.
Yes, and my lovely picot edging that took me like several hours. Sorry, it keeps going. It's very long. So this is the Yarn Twinsies shawl. No, it's the Twinsies shawl.
The Twinsies shawl.
Sorry, Andrea. It just came out on Ravelry. It's by Andrea Choate, who is Andrea the Cat Lady of the Cat Lady podcast. She designed this. It refers to her and Jen the Uncreative Crafter because they have a tendency to always buy the same yarns and to knit projects together as yarn twinsies. So this was to commemorate that, and it's a really, really simple pattern. Honestly, I think the last time I looked at the pattern was around about here. And I did all this with that pattern on the bus.
That's awesome.
And so it was really easy. It's a gorgeous, like it's a really good way to highlight that one skein of special yarn that you have lying around that you don't know what to do with, which was this skein for me.
Was that a variegated?
Well, this is variegated because you see there's red and orange and yellow and some little pinky bits.
I was going to say there's pops of pink there.
Yeah, some of the reds broke and turned into hot pink, and it was kind of awesome. So this is the the Twinsies shawl, by Andrea Choate, Andrea the Cat Lady. It's Jen finished because I actually wore it in Vermont. I finished it at Mandy's.
Jen.
I finished it at Mandy's dining room table or living room table the morning before we went to Vermont. I finished the picot edging, and I think I must have made a mistake or two along the way, but that's okay because it's picot and nobody's going to look at it.
Mm-mm.
And I wore it at Vermont, wrapped around my neck. A little bit better than this. Because I had stylists at Vermont.
Well, yeah.
I had Mandy and Jen making me look not too stupid. So they were trying to help me with that. And this is Geektastic Fibers, superhero sock in I can never remember the order, the Genius Billionaire Playboy Philanthropist colorway, which refers to Iron Man, of course, on size 4mm needles, which is a US 6. Super, super fun pattern. Pick it up if you get the chance. It just came out 2 days ago, I think, on Ravelry. So grab it. We're all going to be wearing our Yarn Twinsies shawls at Rhinebeck.
She was so nice and gifted it to us because we love her.
I was a test knitter, so. Mm-hmm. And I think she gave us one to give away, didn't she?
Yeah, she did, but there's an order. Like a whole bunch of us are
giving
them away.
Bunch of us.
So ours is going to wait a bit.
It'll come in a few weeks because I figured that Jen should go first, being the person that the whole pattern was designed around. So I love it. It's so pretty, and it's nice and like it's not a deep shawl, so I can wear it as a scarf in the wintertime and it'd be perfect.
Yes, because you don't like the big. I don't like.
You
don't mollify yourself like I do.
No. I'm actually traumatizing one of the doctors I work with. I feel so bad for her. Poor Dr. McDonald. Every time she sees me, she's shivering because I'm not dressed enough. As far as
you're not dressed adequately for her.
And it just gets worse when I tell her that I was outside like that and it was like 5 degrees. So she, like, I'll go to work like this.
When Lynn's wearing a bulky sweater or a coat, it's minus 20 or more.
Yeah, I actually wore my beige sweater the other day.
All I think about is your blue pullover that you used to wear.
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
I thought you said you did.
I'm not sure. That my fleece thing that I wanted to put a zipper. Yeah, because I wanted to put a zipper in that. It's just a sweater right now, like a pullover. And I wanted to make it into a cardigan, and I can't find it.
You should go to Value Village. I'm sure you can find.
Well, I bought that at Walmart for like $10.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it was cheap, so it didn't matter if I ruined it.
No.
But, yeah, so the other day I actually dug out my beige sweater, which I knit. And it's awful.
But it's warm?
Well, no. That's why I wore it.
Oh, because it's not super warm.
It's cotton, and it's lace all over.
Cotton in October. People are cringing, freezing, and already.
Well, it was like 2 degrees outside when I got up that morning, and I was like, I can't just wear a t-shirt. I need something on my arms. But that will warm me up without making me too warm because the wind still goes through it, it being full of holes and all.
You get on the bus, and I didn't know this before, but the bus drivers don't have control over the air or the heat. It's automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's 2 degrees outside, it's hot
on the bus. And so I got to work, and she's like, you have sleeves! You pulled out the wool! And I'm like, oh, sweetie, it's cotton. And she was like, she's funny.
So, you said the needles and yarn, right?
I did. I said all of it.
Okay. I was knitting. I was pulling to you.
It's been a while. We've missed you guys. We have a lot to say.
Grab a drink. Get comfortable. It's going to be a long one.
I got mine,
and it's in my mug from Jen.
Those are pretty. Knitting. So that's my bow. That's my only bow.
Cool.
Huzzah!
Do you want me to go, or do you want to keep going?
No, you can.
Okay, can you grab my pattern off the printer? To your left.
I feel like it's like...
To your left, there's more
I know where your printer is.
There's more than a pattern, but I'll take the pattern first. Thank you.
Oh, you're making a pair of those, are you?
Yeah, this has to go later. So, I was going to do the double socks, but I changed my mind because I've been wanting to try the Rose City rollers for a while, but it's cuffed down. And so Sarah and I were speaking last night, and she's like, well, just do this. And so
you realize it'll take you 5 minutes to knit those, right?
It's exactly. They're for my daughter.
So what difference does it make?
I don't know. Just shush.
It just does.
So it's the Rose City Rollers, and this is by Mara Catherine Briner.
I'm just enjoying the color of the screen.
And so I am knitting them, and I had cast on one. Why I did that, I have no idea. And I had like a good portion of the foot done. And asked Selma and Shella, I was sitting there, so then I cast on the second one, so it was beside the other one that was this long. I couldn't deal with it. And the toes weren't the same. The one was wider. Yeah, that's me. So I ripped it out. And now they're identical and they're tiny. You love me with all my quirks. And this is knit on 2.5 millimeters.
And have to, because I'll never get you without them.
And this is the Rockets colorway by Juliana. And it's her Juliana's Lucid Dream. So that's the Rockets as...
It was part of the Grays and Brights club.
Yeah, not the Rockets, the candy, Rockets, the popsicles.
Yeah. Which we can see in the grocery store, by the way.
In the darkness. So that is what I am knitting on at the moment. And it's in a bag I got from Michael's. Because I love it. And it was like, you're coming home with me. And I used a 50% off coupon. It's even better. What? The next thing the next thing I'm knitting This is one of my little Namaste little snap bags that I forgot I had. I'm special. You know you wanted to say it. I am knitting a sweater for my physiotherapist. We have become friends. Yes, I have friends besides you. And
I know that.
She's having a baby girl. And the way she told everybody was when she came in the office on the Monday, if she's going to wear blue or pink, you'd know. You'd know. And she was wearing pink. So I'm knitting the Olive U2 for her. And this is by, I think I put it in the show notes, Tega Hilliard. So if you don't know Tega Hilliard, go check her out because she's got amazing patterns. That's the only picture. And so I started it, and I know this is from Michael's. I just don't know what it is. God, that's not coming up purple.
No, it's coming up blue. It's weird.
Wow.
It's purple. It's like lilac-y purple.
It's lilac-y purple, and it's one of their acrylics.
Probably a Vanna's Choice or something.
Yeah, or what's the other popular one?
Loops and threads.
Oh, crap, it came off the needles. Anyway. Because I don't have enough needle here to keep it on, right? So it's just at the beginning stages, and this is on my Royal needles from Knitter's Pride, and it's 4.5 millimeters, which is a US 7. You love me.
Almost.
Well, they keep coming back, so they must love me too. Oh yeah, yarn.
Oh look, yarn.
And last but not least is in a bag that
That's super cute.
Amelia made for me.
She makes the most amazing bags.
She does. So,
Amelia, I hope you're feeling better. I'm sending you big, big, big squishy hugs.
So I cast on because my faded speckled thingy, I had a couple inches past the sleeves and I had to rip it back because it wouldn't have fit properly. And I realized there's no way I can knit it by Friday. So I cast on the High Plains by Melissa Sheshwari. And
I love when Sarah tries to say that.
It's not easy. It is a worsted weight pattern, but I'm doing it in a DK from Knit Fix, which is the Wildwood Yarns, and it's the Webster base in the medium gray.
Sorry, I know my noodles are really noisy.
Doesn't matter. And so this is the color. It's a little darker than it's showing on screen. I don't know why, for some reason.
Go back towards you. That's about right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm knitting. I got the first.
She did not knit this, just so you know.
That was in our.
I don't know where that came from, but she did not knit that.
No, that's FabFitFun. That was in the box, and Ashley said she wore it once and was so full of lint she gave it to me to do something, and I don't think I can do anything.
You might be able to gleaner it, but
maybe.
It'll probably still fluff.
Yeah. So I have one section done. I have to repeat this 3 times. Sorry. Let's hold it here.
Just in case you were falling asleep or something.
Good morning. And this, so you start off with the lace, and you add that.
Oh, Lord, does that have a border you have to pick up after?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can hit the border after.
I hate it.
And it's basically, and I have to pick up stitches, and there's some kind of seaming.
I hate
So that is that, and that is being knit in my on my Lucca needles, which are 4.5 millimeter, which is a US 7. Why am I knitting everything on US 7s?
You tend to go in trends.
I do. And the Lucca needles,
I thought she was going to start singing there for a second.
No, that's Selma. If you buy the Lucca needles, Knit Fix and Knitter's Pride, cords fit. Which is kind of, the first thing I did when I got them, I'm like, ooh, these look like, yes, they fit.
That reminds me. Nope, I left my purse in the car. Remind me before I leave I have your signatures in my purse.
Okay. The signatures which you don't like?
Yeah. I don't. The needles are fabulous. The joins are awful.
Yeah, they're the fixed ones, the old needles, not the new ones. So that's all I'm knitting on. What are you doing?
Sure.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Should I,
You're totally not.
Bring out Kevin?
I really apologize, you guys.
Thank you, Michael.
That's so sorry.
It's part of my stash. Should I keep going? Because
No, you should not. Because I will hit you or stab you.
If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see a photo with my cat on the table, and he does not like Kevin.
I don't particularly like Kevin right now. So, Andrea was wondering what the shawl would look like in a bulky yarn. So, hold that so I can stretch it out a little bit. So, this is what it looks like, Andrea. Same shawl, just really big. So, this is out of a...
the green.
This is Bernat Softy Chunky.
The green that'll never
colorway.
Never go away.
That's why I'm hitting something.
I know.
I have bags of this. I bought it as mill ends when Zeller still existed, and I bought something like 19 bags of it. That's a lot of mill ends because they're £1 each. That's a lot of mill ends. My plan had been to knit a blanket for my brother and his wife out of the green and the orange because that's each of their favorite colors. But they're not knitworthy, so they're not getting one. Which is mean of me to say, but I'm part of the Selfish Knitters group on Ravelry, and trust me, they're not knitworthy. So they did not get their blanket, which left me with a whole crap ton of this green and orange yarn because I have the same thing in orange. So I'm using it for this. So this is the Twinsies shawl yet again. Started it a couple of days ago. And it is out of Bernat Softy Chunky in Fern, and I am using a size 6.5 needle, which is, 6.5 millimeter, which is an 11, I think.
No, it's a 10.5.
10.5. Sorry. I even wrote it down properly, but I have so much trouble looking for where I'm reading. Did I not put that on?
No, you didn't put that on.
I did. I emailed it to you.
No, you didn't. That's what you emailed to me.
No, because I didn't email, unless it didn't capture my change, because I didn't put that in there.
Oh.
Because I had retyped
I
the proper
again.
email. Well, no, it's probably, I don't know. Maybe I'd hit undo or something. But anyway, that's what that is. And it doesn't have its own bag because I just, and hey, my ball escaped.
Damn balls.
This is half of one of the mill ends.
You can use the yarn ball over there if you want.
It's too big.
No, that one.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that. Oops. I could get me one of these. We'll see how Rhinebeck goes because my goal at Rhinebeck is to buy myself a yarn bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob felt bad that he didn't get me anything for my birthday, so he sent me money to spend here at Rhinebeck. Because I'm spoiled. Other things I'm knitting on, I did rip my sweater out. I ripped out my heart and new sleeve cardigan because I had determined that even though I was getting pattern gauge, there was no way that sweater was going to fit me. So I ripped it out and I put it on the needles that the pattern calls for, which is a US 6, a 4 millimeter. It was on a 3.25, which is US 3, and that's where I got pattern gauge. But there was no way I was going to get around my butt.
Gauge lies.
So Gauge is a dirty, rotten liar who lies. The knit girls will tell you this.
Though they will.
So I have put it on a 6 millimeter, started over, and I'm at the part where I have to start reading the chart, and I couldn't find my printed copy of the pattern, so that's why that's as far as I got. So this is the Heart on Your Sleeve cardigan by Fiona Ellis, who is an absolute sweetheart and was very, very sweet to me when I bought the pattern. And it is knit out of Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Sport in the Merlot Heather colorway, which is this gorgeous. It looks like a dark red, but it's got browns and purples and all kinds of nifty stuff in it. And that lives in my gorgeous Halloween bag from
Laura.
Crap, I forgot her name again. Laura
from Knit for Brains podcast.
I was going to say the mother-daughter thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't ask me for names.
She has I know who you are, I have the names.
Yeah, I would recognize her if I saw her again. Possibly.
That's impressive.
Possibly. She looks a little bit like my friend Melanie.
Okay.
So I might recognize her again. So I love the candy corn on the inside.
So where's your pumpkin?
Where's my pumpkin?
Julie, remember? She said she
Well, it was broken, remember?
Oh yeah, I have to fix it.
I have to bring it over so she can fix it. It's just the lobster clasp doesn't stay closed, so it falls off of things. So she just has to put a new lobster clasp on it. But I really, really love the zippable. It's so nice and long, and I won't lose it. So that's one of the other things I was knitting on. And the last thing that's seen some love this week, this is my bust knitting. I've been working on Rob's sock. I haven't got a lot of work on Rob's sock because I've been really busy. And I've actually driven to work a few days in the last couple of weeks. So, yeah.
No knitting while driving.
No knitting.
People will do all kinds of other things, but we're not going to knit when we drive.
I don't do other things.
No,
I drive.
It's a people.
So I was about here last time you saw it.
Not bad.
So I got that done. I usually get about 5 rows each way.
That's pretty good.
So I haven't been doing a lot. And this is my standard sock. It's based on Stephanie Pearl McPhee's sock recipe, A Good Plain Sock. I'm just doing a 3x2 rib because that's what Rob likes. Hello. And shut up.
What? You laugh at me, I laugh at you.
And it's done out of Knit Picks Stroll Tweed. Stroll.
You're going to say troll?
I did say troll.
Okay.
Knit Picks Stroll Tweed in the Lost Lake Heather colorway on size 2.5 millimeters. I'm using my carbons, which is US 1.5. And that lives in my gorgeous bag from Stitch Together 4G, who is our friend Amanda Panda, little Panda 518 on Ravelry. And that's all I've been working on. That's it. Done.
Cool. So do we want to do our knit along giveaway?
Yeah, I think we need to save stash for the end because.
Oh yeah. So Travel the World by Design and our Brown Bag Sock Club, the third quarter finished. And
What's that about trolls? Shut up.
And I drew the prizes. And so that is the Brown Bag Sock Club.
Ooh. Nope.
It's Once Upon a Corgi, and it's Zombies
Kangaroo.
Yeah, and it's a sparkly yarn. And
oh, look at these colors. It's so pretty, and a little bit of green at the end.
And the person who won that was...
We have to give that away.
Post number 110. You are the winner, and your Ravelry name is Cookie293, and it's Corleen from New York.
So congratulations, and I better hand it over to Sue before
And please PM me your address, and I will get this out to you.
Maybe we'll mail that while we're in Rhinebeck.
We could.
Save ourselves some postage.
And then I did the Travel the World by Design, and that was post number 77, who is Blue and White Cat, Irene.
Hang on. Didn't we do Europe last?
No, it's North America.
Then why are we giving away
European
yarn?
I don't know.
All right, never mind.
Something happened. I don't know.
I'll just sit here.
You're getting this one.
Pretty.
Did I mail the other person the wrong one? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. It's pretty yarn.
Yeah. So this is Geektastic Fibers, and you also get a bag with a little pouch. And I don't know what the colorway is.
That's the Deadpool.
Oh, is this the Deadpool one?
I think so.
No, mission compliant.
Yeah.
Oh, duh. And the winner for that was Blue and White Cat, Irene from Norway.
Here on the sticky.
Sorry. Please PM me your address, and I will get back to you. And then I did the painstaking fun of picking out all the people, messaging Lynn, and they're like, "Are you home? I need help." And I was like, "Nope." So there were 64 projects with Canadian designers. Some of you did post that you had non-Canadian designers with Canadian yarn. That didn't count. Sorry, unfortunately. So, well, you know, got to keep the rules. So out of the 64 projects, the post winner was number 65, who is Wheel's wife, Nancy
You just
from...
oh, okay, never mind. There were 64 patterns that qualified.
Yes.
Post number 65.
Yes. Because I had to...
There were more than 64 projects.
Exactly. I had to pick them out, and then I did the 1 to whatever.
Yeah.
It was fun. And then when she messaged me, I was done.
Yeah, she was super thrilled.
Yeah. Will's wife, who is Nancy from New Brunswick, and she knit a pattern by the Yarn Enabler, who is Amanda Bork, and she is from Toronto. And her
project was the Alexandria
sock. So please PM me, CraftNander7, your address, and we will figure out what we're going to send you.
Yes.
Because it's a surprise.
Well, some of it's going to come from my stash, and some of it might come from
my
Sue's stash.
Something might come from Rhinebeck. I don't know. You'll get it.
Yeah.
So that was that. The new quarters are open. The 4th quarter for the design challenge is Asia. And if you're not sure, post in the group. But there is a couple of links that give you all the Asian countries.
Yeah.
So
Russia doesn't count.
Sorry.
Because somebody asked. No.
Yep. And the Brown Bag Sock Club is on for the 4th quarter.
How many pairs has Penny done so far?
I didn't count. I should. Penny should get a prize. They're just not Canadian knitters. That's probably why I didn't pick them out. So do you want to go first?
Oh, hi. Look what you got. Go for it.
Okay. Should I start with the most annoying part?
Yes, because then I'll take it away from you.
My friend Michael
Give me that.
went to Build-A-Bear and bought himself something, and it was buy one, get one free. And then he bought the voice box to go with it. So this is Kevin. I love him. Nobody else does. Sorry, I have literally a bag full of stuff here. And there's some of my stuff in it. I received my knit crate thingy box. It wasn't in a box, it was an envelope. And what happened was they had run out of the sock yarn when they got to my name. And so they messaged me and asked me if I wanted the artisan box. And I was like, oh, okay. So in the artisan box was Someone Really Loves You. And it's supposed to be a picture holder. No idea what I'm going to do with that, but it's cute. And then I got 2 skeins of Lorna's Laces Haymarket Blue Face Luster in the Lookbook colorway. So this is what this looks like. Ow. So there's 2 skeins of that. And I also got coupon code for the Westgate cowl and the Rocky Canyon cowl. So that's the Westgate cowl. That's the Rocky Canyon cowl. You talk about me being annoying.
It's not making noise.
No. Bag o' stash.
Of course, okay, he's been dancing for a good 5 minutes and you never even noticed.
Oh. I've got the minis from Annie Pearl that I ordered for Lynn and I.
I got some too.
And I surprised her because she was upset that they were no longer in the shop.
A little. It's the Sleigh Bells minis set. It's sparkly and they're so cute.
And, okay, here comes stuff from Michael. This is stickers, because I need those. A Cranky Kitties calendar, which might not be relevant anymore because it's 17/18.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Sure, they're cute pictures and you can stick them on your closet walls.
Taffy treats. Ain't gonna happen with me because I can't handle those on my teeth, but I will try one.
I was gonna say your kids will love it.
Yep. I got this is from the Build-A-Bear workshop. I'm just throwing everything on the floor, by the way.
It's your house.
A little Kevin, because I need more Kevin in my life. And people say, oh, you do so much minion stuff. I have a tiny shelf up there. It's not that big. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. This is a magic towel. It expands with water. Oh, I'm going to have fun with that. Some Hello Kitty stickers, which I'm going to give to Selma because her daughter loves Hello Kitty.
Michael, we need to talk about this shopping habit of yours.
Yeah, it has to stop. It's like a bracelet. There's a little Kevin on it. He goes to something called Five and Below. I don't know what that is.
It's a dollar store.
Okay. And then I'm with Stupid.
I think that's for me.
Oh, and then there's $1 Million chocolates. Oh, it keeps on going. Not done yet.
Yeah, don't shove everything on the table, though.
Oh, shush. And then he got me 2 of the same mugs. I don't know if one was supposed to be for him.
Maybe he wanted you to have a match set so you and Sean can have Minion coffee together. Because that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I'll put everything back in the bag when I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not done yet. Stationery set. And it keeps going. More stickers, pencils. This was over the course of like a year, I think. It wasn't all at once that he got it. I got Valentine's Day cards. More stickers, more stickers.
Oh, Michael.
And then another bag.
Oh, Michael.
Because, you know. And the bag that it all came in. Huh?
But it's not Kevin.
Better?
I don't know. Ask the people who are on the other side. Since
Oh,
you
the
get
microphone. Okay. What else did I get?
So that was the bag from Michael.
Yeah, that was just Michael's stuff.
So which I came home from Vermont with in my trunk. So thank goodness they didn't open my trunk.
I'm getting there. I got a David's tea order, and I got 2 of their little sheepy bags with the what kind of teas are in there again?
These?
Yeah.
Strawberry rhubarb parfait and blueberry jam, organic blueberry jam.
And there's also Just Beat It.
That one I love. It's really good. You're going to like it.
Pear Blossom.
That one's really good.
And Just Peachy.
That one's best.
So, of course,
like
you know, like every other knitter who's ordered this, it's going to be Notion pouches. I got 2 of those.
I did not order one of those.
I ordered a set of tea for my husband because he loves green tea, and this is David's Top Teas. Sorry, the glare. There you go. And this has organic detox, organic Japanese sencha, and organic the spice is right.
Which are all pretty good.
Yeah, and he'll enjoy them and bring them to work. And I got a couple tins because, you know, it's me. And then, I don't know if this one came with the Witch's Brew. I don't think so. I think I ordered this one separately.
Well, that one you get free if you spend a certain amount.
Oh, that's why, because I don't think I ordered 3 tins.
Because that's the one that they're plugging right now, is you get it free with your order.
And then I got 100 grams of
50 grams.
the Witch's Brew. And then I got some Stormy Night, because I wanted to try that, because Jen says it's really good, because I bought that for her a couple of years ago. I think it just keeps on going. Look at my list. We got a card from the person who won the 5-year podiversary, Donna.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Donna. And the 2 teas I'm giving to Lynn, because I have them already.
And this is my favorite, and I haven't tried this one yet, so I'm excited.
And then I got my copy of Knit Scene. Lots of color work in there. And then we received a book from F&W Media, who is Interweave, and it's the Knit Mitts from Kate Atherley.
I was excited about that one, because I need new mitts.
So, let me take that home. And I think I'm done.
Are you?
I think so. No? That was my knit crate, was the yarn I showed you.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I'm done.
Are you sure? Positive?
Yeah, it's going to be a real disaster here when we're done. Your turn.
It's not my house. I don't care.
She comes, she sits, and she leaves.
That's fine. So this is my lovely sock blank that I got from Christy at Fiber Stash. If I can't bring my knitting, I'm not going. It's got a little owl on it, because of course it does.
And like I was saying to Lynn before we started recording, I love all those beautiful painted sock blanks, but when you knit with them, it's like, and the pattern's gone. But this will be nice. Because
I love these two colors together, the peach and the denim blue. I really like them together. I agonized most of the day over which one of her sock blanks I was going to buy, and this was really the one that called me the most. I love the peach and the blue together. Mm-hmm. And so I wore it like a scarf. And, well, because I had been wearing my shawl, my twinsies shawl.
Right.
And the difference is because it hasn't been washed yet. So the difference between that and this was amazing. Night and day. It's not that scratchy knit up, but it needs a bath and maybe a conditioner bath. This is so soft in comparison that I was like, and I'm taking the shawl off and putting this on.
Yes, I'm trying to clean up.
That's okay. Because it is her house. Mm-hmm. So I bought myself this lovely sock blank. That's all. I honestly had no money for lunch.
But look what she comes home with. Because friends are amazing.
Oh my God. I came home with so much stuff. Plus for 2 full bushels of apples, so 4 half bushels of apples from the Boyer's orchard that my mother has been going to since she was little. It was really neat. She was like, I went to my mom's before I left for Vermont, so on the way there. And she says, here's $60, try to get 2 half bushels with that. I was like, I'm clearly not in the upper leagues of apples, because I would never pay that much for that little. So I get there, and they had bags in, like, of already picked apples in the place, or you could go out to the orchard and pick your own. And I was like, this seems awfully expensive to me to pay that much for apples. And I was just poking around because it was really busy in there. So I was poking around, and I went out the side door, and this lady said, do you want to go through the drops? I said, what do you mean? She says, these are the apples that have just fallen off the tree by themselves. You can, get as many as you want. It's 50 cents a pound. And I'm like, my mom's awfully picky about her apples. I'm not sure that's going to go over very well. I should probably just buy the ones in the store. And she goes, you can go through the bins yourself and pick the ones you want. And I'm like, oh, that's a game changer. Sold. So Mom wanted 2 half bushels. And she figured if I didn't have enough money to just buy 1 half, I spent a little more than half the money she gave me on 4 half bushel bags.
That's awesome.
They were dirt cheap, and they were beautiful. Like, you couldn't tell that they were drops. They didn't have bruises. They weren't blemished. They were perfectly nice apples, and they've been delicious because she gave me 1 half bushel when I got there. She was like, oh my God, that's a lot of apples. Now she knows, send me, I get them cheap. So we went there, and then we went to, because they also have they make cider and stuff there, cider and wine. So we went down to the little cider hut, and I bought Jeff 2 bottles of cider, which he found, there was a taste he didn't like to them. But he's like super, super picky about his cider. I think he found them too dry. And I said, well, they did have sweeter ciders, but you keep telling me you don't like sweet. So I bought you the driest one they had. And he says, yeah, a little too dry. So I said, fine, I'm not buying you cider anymore. You can buy your own.
Yeah.
So that was my trip to Vermont was super fun, and I really enjoyed it. And I still have a lot of stuff to show you from Vermont. So Mandy saw me reach my hand into this bag. And it's kind of an amazing bag to stick your hand into. It's Corriedale. You can actually still feel some of the lanolin in the wool. It's clean, but it's not like stripped clean. It's so squeaky. And so I stuck my hand in there and I went, oh. So she bought it for me.
Because it was her birthday,
No, it was my birthday last weekend.
Right, so.
She's like, it's a birthday present. Here you go. And I'm like, yay. So this is Corriedale. I just compressed it completely.
Yep.
That's okay. It'll scoot back. So this is actually only 2 ounces, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah. It's that puffy. It's amazing, and I can't wait to sit with it. So that was one of the things I came home with. And then Jen, Miss Subtle.
Not so subtle, Jen.
It was so funny.
It takes a lot to pass one by this one.
Well, no, I think she was not quite trying to pass it by me, but she was trying to sort of be circumspect about it, and I was being completely dense about it. So she said, if you were to get some stash from Fiber Stash, what would you get? Or if you were to get some fiber from Fiber Stash, what would you get? I said, I probably wouldn't because I have tons of fiber at home. And she's like, trying to buy you some fiber, woman. Pick something. Okay.
You got that look from Jen, didn't you?
I picked this.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm regretting not sending money down because everything she shows, especially that one over there.
This is merino roving. It's 100% merino, and it's super soft, and the colors are just gorgeous. Sorry, there's a bunch of rowdy teenagers outside. It's not hers.
Well, the window's open because the fan's not on because people have been saying that there's been really weird background noise.
And there is literally a pack of about 6 teenagers out there, so they'll be gone in a sec.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my lovely fiber.
What's the color called?
I don't know if it has a name.
No.
Nope. No name.
Cool.
I'm calling it Vermont Sky. We hung out with Christy quite a bit.
Sorry, my printer's...
Her printer's roaring at me.
Yeah.
So we hung out with Christy quite a bit, and at one point we had to come rescue her when part of her booth fell down.
Tell that story.
It was a rough day. Her husband had just finished explaining to her daughter why they use the zip ties to secure the booth, and the wall comes crashing down because he had forgotten to zip tie it to the frame. So she sends Jen a 911 text, and Jen is like, do you need us to come back? And she's like, yes. So we rushed across the festival ground, and Jen and Mandy were putting all the yarn back up on the wall, and her husband's just sitting there going, I'm sorry.
Is it a very big festival?
And no, it's bigger than Twist, but not by much. It's more the feel of Rhinebeck.
A rustic feel.
It's outside. It's in the fairgrounds and the barns and stuff. And there were lots of animals.
I'll go next year.
The girls got to pet some goats. One goat literally almost hopped up onto the fence to get scritches. And I have pictures of both Mandy and Jen giving it some scritches. And then we started walking away, and it started yelling at us. Get back here. Where are you going? It was awesome. The second we walked away, it started yelling at us. And we're like, we've got other stuff to see, goats. Sorry. We had fun.
Mm-hmm.
And there were bunnies, and there were alpacas.
And it seemed to be a not too bad day. Weather-wise.
It was coldish, but not too coldish.
But better to be that than hot.
It was raining till we got there.
You sent a message to the sky, did you? We're here.
It drizzled a little bit after we got there, but only for half an hour, and then it was fine. And one of the food trucks there, this lady leaned out the window. She said, you want to try our award-winning chowder? I said, you have that accent? Yes, I do. You say it like that? Sure.
It looked pretty good in the picture.
It's the best chowder I've ever had in my life.
Can't get that at Rhinebeck.
Oh, so good. Well, she definitely was not from Vermont because she had the Massachusetts edge of the water accent.
Mm-hmm. That's good, though.
It was hilarious, though, the way she said it. And I was like, are you faking that? Did you do that on purpose?
No.
No, she totally wasn't. That's where she was from, and her chowder was amazing. Sorry, I like bitchy.
Guess we'll allow her to get chowder.
Yes, thanks. We would pause, but we're lazy. So I go
and there's
down.
Still lots to show.
I'm so sorry. I keep going
Don't
up on
be
tangents.
sorry.
And then Mandy and I went to Must Love Yarn the next morning because
I want to go so bad.
you can't go to Burlington without going to Must Love Yarn, even though it's not in Burlington. But that's close enough.
But they've moved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just down the street from where they were. Okay. And the space, to me, it seems smaller because they were in the ground floor of a big, what used to be a house. And now they're in half of a retail space. So to me, it looks smaller, but it's actually more workable space. And I got it.
Selma's going to be jealous.
Yes, she is. This is Fiber Stash Strong Toes Sock, which is her 80/20 merino nylon. It's 400 yards, and the colorway is called Jailhouse Frock. I was actually looking for gunmetal gray because she didn't have it in this base at the festival. She only had it in the tweed base. But there was no gunmetal gray at the store either, so I got this instead because it's pretty. And I
It's pretty.
I wanted a nice gray, and it's probably going to go with something crazy.
It'll tone it down.
Mm-hmm. Because yes, I bought Fiber Stash. I came home with Fiber Stash fiber and Fiber Stash yarn and Fiber Stash sock blank. It was a Christie trip.
Yes, we've just plugged you.
For me.
She does have beautiful stuff.
She does, and her sock blanks are
Is she
so
on
nice.
Etsy? Or
Fiber Stash, she has her own site, I think.
Okay, is it on the soft blank or anything where if they can go find her?
I say that. It's fiberstashvt.com. It's at the bottom of the label there. Come on, focus.
Of course it's not going to focus.
That's because I'm not steady. I've never been steady. I don't have steady hands. We will link her. And then I got to the counter, and this is made by my lovely friend Amanda. Well, I say friend. I've never met her, but she's a lovely woman, and I've been following her blog for years. She is a friend of the Yarn Harlots. I believe Stephanie stays there when she goes to certain festivals. And she is the editor of Taproot magazine. I think she's the editor. She's one of the people who puts out Taproot magazine. And this is their calendar for 2018. I won't open it up, but these are the pictures. And they're just amazing. And there are some recipes in there, and I am in love. And I love their magazine, so when I saw the calendar, I was like, mine, please.
It was the last one, too.
This was my lunch money on the way home.
Well,
I actually spent my lunch money on a calendar because it was so pretty.
Which has pictures of food.
Well, yeah, but it's not prepared food.
No.
Like, these are purple Brussels sprouts. I said I wasn't going to open it. I lied.
Just show it.
Those are elderberries. No, they're just the mushrooms I was looking for. Well, that's Swiss chard and kale. But I was looking for this one. These mushrooms grow behind my uncle's house.
Awesome.
We saw them during Thanksgiving dinner. My cousin was outside having a cigarette in the backyard, and he's like, you should see the mushrooms and the property, like it's wild wood behind where my uncle lives. And he's like, they're everywhere. And I was like, well, let's go get some. And he's like, well, it's too dark now. And I was like, no, poop. Because those are hard to come by. But anyway, so that's what I got in Vermont. And I still have stuff to show you. I'm sorry.
Stop saying sorry. They don't care.
Yeah, but I've been waffling for half an hour now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, she's not.
I am.
No.
As Rob says, don't be sorry, be quiet. I'm sorry.
Stop being Canadian. I'm sorry.
So, Haley, who is Hale Smith, what's the name of her podcast? Because I'm sorry, I totally did not know.
She's on there. Just talk.
She probably mentioned it to me and everything. And
I was like, is that so-and-so from such podcast? And she's like, oh, I don't know.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Talk about them. I'll find it.
Rob calls me one night and he says,
I just love it.
You have a buttload of minis. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he says, the lady from Ohio sent you a buttload of minis. And I'm like, the lady from, because I had just bought a bunch of used cloth diapers from a friend who lives in Ohio, and I was like, Katie put minis in my package? And he's like, no, not Katie. I'm like, but you said the lady from Ohio. And he says, yeah, this lady. And I'm like, huh? So I had no idea what he was talking about. And then I remembered, and I went on my Ravelry messages. Haley contacted me back at the beginning of the year and said, I have some minis for you. I'd like to send them to you. And I'm like, I'm never going to say no to minis. So, you know, we all get busy and whatever. I wasn't rushing to get minis, but when I got them, I literally took a picture of them like this and said, I'm not carrying a bouquet when I get married. I'm carrying minis. Because they're so cute. And there's so many of them who are insane and fantastic because they're gorgeous. I especially like this yellow and orange one here. Oh, they're so pretty. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Knit 2 together.
When she said that she was going to send me minis, I expected her to send me like 5 or 6 minis. Look at this! Crazy pants. And it's amazing and wonderful, and I love them. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And I'm already plotting what's going to happen at my wedding, because yes, there will be minis. Minis will be involved in some way, shape, or form at my wedding.
It's the Knit 2 Together K2TOG podcast. She does with a friend.
I put them in a baggie because otherwise my cats will take off on them.
I will link her podcast in the show notes.
Yes, please. So thank you.
As soon as I saw it, I recognized the name, and I'm like, she's from that podcast. Which one is it again?
So thank you, Haley. They're wonderful. I love them. Thank you.
Better late than never.
Hey, I wasn't expecting them anymore. I'd completely forgotten about it, to be honest. And I was like, woo, Christmas!
Happy birthday to me.
Pretty much. And then...
This I'm very jealous about.
So jealous. So, my friends Sylvie and Sarah are kind of insane. And poor Sarah was so excited to give me this. She's been asking Sylvie for weeks if she could give me my birthday present early. So, hang on,
I've been trying to get a hold of this yarn. It's freaking amazing.
So, Canadian people will understand.
And I saw that in your bag, and I'm like,
I got meat.
She's bringing you meat? Chicken stir fry? What?
No. So, that's what it was wrapped in. And I opened it up, and all I can see is pink. Because it's wrapped like this. All I can see is pink. So I'm like, ooh, I'm excited. And I got this the day before my birthday because Sarah finally couldn't take it anymore and just handed me the box. It was when I dropped off the pie. Here. She was like, I can't do this anymore. You need to open it.
And what did Sylvie do?
She was just like, huh. So, these crazy women went out and got me the National Parks Collection yarns from Fleece Artist. I have Forillon, Quebec, which I've never been to, and I really want to go now. And Thousand Islands, Ontario, which is the one I was really coveting. Look how pretty they are.
And there's how many of there? 12?
There are 13, I think.
Oh, no, for every province, right?
I think Nunavut has one. Yeah, so there's 13.
Yeah. And Fleece Artist, Canadian, obviously.
Fleece Artist, who is a lovely dyer from Nova Scotia. They're so pretty.
They're really soft.
Yes, because she got me the singles, the Merino Slim, which is a sock weight. There are 437 yards for 113 grams in each of these. This is her tag. If you've ever seen it, you know it stands for really, really beautiful yarn. And I'm super, super excited. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I have suspicions, and they're going to sit and marinate and be petted until I decide. Because they're so pretty.
I get it.
Thank God neither one of them was green.
I've been wanting the Ontario one, and I've been trying to find it, so
I don't know where she bought them, but
I know they have some at Wool Time.
She was like, I was looking for the one with the most teal.
Yeah, they have some at Wool Time, but it's hit or miss what they have.
Yeah, so they only have 2 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So
maybe they have a hard time getting it.
My goal is to collect all 13, but hey, this is a really good start. I love this one.
Yarn, yay!
I'm so spoiled. So totally spoiled. Mm-hmm. And Mandy's husband Scott took us out for sushi one night.
Awesome. How's he feeling?
For birthday and new job. So thank you very much, Scott. It was amazing.
Does everybody here know about the new job?
Oh yeah, I'm permanent.
Wasn't it the Friday before you left?
It was the Monday when I got back that I started. So I signed my letter the Friday before I left. Basically, in the Canadian government, you can have 3 statuses. Well, 4 really, because you can be a temp as well. So a temp works for a temp agency, gets paid by the agency, makes peanuts. A casual is up to a 6-month contract, and they get paid the same as everybody else, but there's no benefits. You don't get time off, you don't get any of
And
that
after
stuff.
your 90 days is done,
90 work days.
90 work days is done,
You
can't have
work
another
for
one.
that department again until the next calendar year. You can work for a different department.
Yeah, so people kind of bounce around.
Wow, don't even let me put my drink down first. Wow.
I was just sorry. It stopped at an hour, and I didn't know that
Yeah, it cuts us off after an hour. And she's
Because
like, why did it stop?
we're using Movie Maker and not the Logitech.
The software that we used to use, yeah. So, sorry about that. So a casual can go up to 90 days in a calendar year for a specific department. Being a casual usually involves a lot of networking because once one casual is over, you kind of have to find something else for the rest of the year.
A lot of people who are retired do it.
Yeah. Like right now, we have one lady who used to work for our group, and we're bringing her back as a casual. She's retired. She's working on a specific project. She's only going to need like a couple of months to get this project done.
We have 2 people. They're both from HR backgrounds, so we're flipping them through different divisions, whatever.
So anyway, and then you have a term, which can be 6 months to 2 years, which has benefits. But at the end of your 2 years,
it's determined.
You're not guaranteed to continue.
And they you said they could cut it off any time.
They can. It's not a very secure, like it's more secure than a casual, but not as secure as being indeterminate, which is permanent.
But once you're in term, you can apply within the government.
Yes, you have access to the government job bank, whereas as a casual, you don't. So Monday, October 2nd, I became permanent in my job, which means I'm there for good. I have benefits, and it's awesome, and I love it.
Yeah, because weren't you like 3 weeks into this, and they offered you kind of
3-4 weeks, and she asked me how I would feel about staying, and I was like, I would love to stay.
And you're in.
It's amazing.
They got your name out of a pool, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure exactly how they did it.
It doesn't matter.
I'm now permanent, and I love it, and it's fantastic. My boss is great. My team is fantastic.
And she works really close to me and Selma.
Yeah, I work between Crystal and Sue and Selma.
Yes, Crystal from Ottawa that we used to meet with all the time at lunch.
Yes, she just started working at the other end of my complex. So she and I go for lunch about once a week if we get the chance. We didn't this week.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then sometimes we'll cross over and go to lunch with them somewhere in between.
There's a sushi place near us. Do you want to try it?
Sure. I'm all about the sushi.
It's new, and I heard it's really good.
And so we've been having a lot of fun, and I really enjoy my job. My boss is really awesome.
That's cool.
I've been bringing her apples from Vermont because she really likes them. And I'm like, they're sitting in my trunk. I've got this huge bag of apples.
Keep bringing them.
Well, I had given Sylvie and Sarah a grocery bag full because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these. And I just haven't gotten around to doing anything with them, so I still have this big bag of apples in my trunk.
Maybe we should do something with them.
I was going to teach Sky how to make apple crisp.
Oh, that's awesome. I got apple crisp on the weekend because my friend Derek from work, who has a standing invitation when he doesn't go visit his family, and I said, you don't come without apple crisp. And he says, well, of course, because it's the only way Sean will get it. If I bring it to you at work, it's gone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So because I like apple crisp a lot more than I like pie. Because I'm not big on pie crust.
The topping that he has, like, perfected over the years.
Does he put oats in his?
Yeah, and I'm like, can you just bring me a bag of topping? He's like, you have the recipe.
Well, you'll have to share that recipe.
I will. I will find it for you.
Because now I have to make an apple crisp.
Cool.
Or 2 or 3. Because I have a lot of apples.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, apple crisp.
Well, not for me.
And he also brought his favorite ice cream. And I was like, no ice cream.
You can move in.
Oh, yeah, you can move in anytime.
So, yeah, that is the end of my stash.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
That was all of it.
I want to do the giveaway winner for the honeybee knits first before I do food too. So as you recall, I will let you showcase this. We extended this giveaway from the...
You told me to showcase it.
Yes,
I'm Vanna Whiting.
Honeybee knits, and what's the yarn?
I don't know. Give me a sec. Saved by the Bell. It's 75/25 superwash merino and nylon, and it's Saved by the Bell. It's 463 yards and 100 grams.
And so I did the random number generator, which gave me post
Yeah.
Who gave me post 32. And that person was Michelle. Michelle is in Alberta. Her name is Michelle. She had sent us stitch markers at one point. What are you looking at?
No, I was just looking how she spelled her screen. It really is Michelle.
Meeshelle stands for Michelle. So another Canadian winner, which is kind of awesome. Please PM me your address and I will send it out to you. No. Back in the bag. So that's done. And, oh really? Oh, when you do it, it's allowed?
It's funny when I do it, true.
On the Move Tube, I found 2 new podcasts this week. One of them is from a previous podcaster, and so this is Little Skein and the Big Stash.
I've heard of her.
Little Skein? Yeah, she is the bag maker behind Little Skein and the Big Wool.
And
the Big Stash is Stacy from Mustache Yarns.
Yeah, that's why I've heard of her.
Yeah. So they have teamed up together. They have been friends for a while. Stacy hasn't podcasted for a while because her co-host Steph had to stop podcasting for personal reasons, family reasons, and Stacy's been wanting to podcast again. So I watched the first episode. They are amazing. They are funny. Stacy's hair is blonde, which I hadn't noticed for like a long time. She normally had black hair. But anyways, Little Skein and the Big Stash, I will link it. They are really funny. They're, I don't know. I can't say enough good stuff about them. And then the other thing, on your feed, it says, oh, you may like this on YouTube. It's Cozy Up with the Stitchin' Sisters. They're 4 Canadian women from Grand Prairie. That's Alberta, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And so at first it was like there was 3 of them on the screen, and it was a little like too much all at once. And then once you get into the vibe of the podcast, the mother was in the background. You could hear the kids running around, but it was really good. It was really, really good. So I will link both of those. And they have 37 podcasts. How did I heard about you?
Episodes.
Episodes. What the heck?
Podcast.
Yes. So yeah. Yes. Can we go to the next subject? Next part? We haven't seen each other in a while. I'm broke, save me money. I will give out my my Etsy shop coupon code first, which is the Tangled Skeins CA, 10% off until the end of October, and it's October fun.
Are you putting the shop on vacation while we're at Rhinebeck?
Yes. Maybe.
We don't have internet out there.
I'm thinking I probably won't because I give myself 1 to 4 days to ship things out. So if you order something during that weekend, it will come.
Everybody order on Friday to make her feel bad.
It'll make me feel good. I have more money to spend. Go ahead.
Ginger Snap That has 15% off until the end of the year, and the code is Tangled15.
Geektastic Fibers, 15% off until the end of the year, and it's the number 2, Tangled.
Frog Peak Creations has 15% off until the end of the year, and the code is the number 2, Tangled2017.
6 Munchkin Stitching, 10% off, and this is an ongoing coupon code, and it's 2Tangled10.
And Bags by Awesome Granny has 10% off ongoing. Pardon me. The code is number 2, TS10.
And she always giggles because I skipped to the last one to do it for her.
Well, I just get confused because I'm like, that's not what that says. I'm reading it in order, and she just...
Can I just show one last thing?
Well, I just wanted, before you do, I just wanted to mention that we haven't mentioned our friend Sarah at Knitty and Color for quite some time, but she's got all her Halloween macarons out right now.
Well, we'll link that in the show notes.
Which are some pretty awesome colors and really,
we haven't
pretty.
Seen her in so long.
I know, because, well, she doesn't come to Stitches
No,
anymore.
she goes to Maryland, and I didn't go to Maryland.
Yeah, but she used to come to Stitches Midwest, and it's just, it's too cost prohibitive for her to travel there because it's far away. Anyway, we miss you.
So, these are the bags that are in the shop at the moment.
I love that one.
Kind of Halloween-y.
Sarah. Oh, Sarah. You're going to like this one.
This one I actually really love. And it's this side that I love the most.
This one and the next one.
I made sure to put it in the middle. She has a bag with this fabric.
Oh, does she?
I think she has a wee knot bag. So, cats And
Sparkly.
it's sparkly. Can they see that?
Yes, I saw it sparkly.
Okay. This one is Skull.
Didn't I buy that?
Yeah.
Haha. This is leftover fabric for one of my trips to Chicago.
It's like
The inner and the outer.
This is more of a
Oh,
fall
I like that one.
Thanksgiving.
I really like that one. That's pretty.
Yeah. I have this with a different color background as well.
Hey, that's my fabric too. She's working her way through the last of the stuff I bought her a couple years ago.
Almost. This I got when we were in Chicago. I went to my first trip to Joann's. And, you know, I went to the remnants or whatever they call that.
I still love that fabric. It's gorgeous.
And what you see here is a little band. That's what the inside color is.
Mandy.
I have two other things in that. This is
That's
both.
my speed.
Yeah, well, we both bought this fabric. Beautiful.
I bought that?
We both bought the same fabric.
Yeah, because I remember the inner fabric now.
Yeah, I bought a different inner fabric, but I liked it better with that. And
I'm pretty good at picking matching fabrics.
I made another one of these.
That was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute.
My little owls, which I think there's one or two items in the shop in this fabric already.
That's super pretty. Oh, Holly!
Oh, and it's, can I get it to sparkle?
It has sparklies too.
Yeah.
It has sparkly reindeers.
It does. And the inside is that. This one I absolutely adore. Then here's another.
That one's a little weird.
It is a little weird, but I love it. Ginger Snap had this fabric in a different background, I think, but I kind of love it. It's kind of spooky, kind of not. It's the skeleton I like the most. And then this one is not in the shop. This one is for me. I'm testing out prototypes for a bigger size. I had given Selma a bag this week, and I tweaked it according to her critique. So this is going to be my medium snappy bag. There are 3 snaps on this one. And if we compare it to another bag, my smaller one, so much wider, inch or so taller, and it should fit 2 to 3 skeins once they're balled up. And then I was doing some playing around, and I want to add a new pouch to my shop. So I came up with this
Little notions pouch.
Yep. It's tiny, but it's cute. And then I made myself a
That reminds me of
TPN holder.
I can't remember what that movie was called. Dudley Moore had been put into an insane asylum, and follows. They're boxy, but they're good.
Yep. These I will be making these to match pretty much almost every bag in the shop. So these are coming. The fabric has been cut out. I have some more of this size bag that I just need to finish sewing. So use the 10% off. Give me money for Rhinebeck. And a little reminder, I still have a huge de-stash in my yarn on Ravelry. I got contacted for yarn today. And I think that's it.
I think it's enough.
So yeah, it's an hour and 13 minutes. We haven't had a long one in a while. I'm bringing all the equipment to Rhinebeck.
But we don't have internet out there, so we'll see what happens.
Well, we can record.
Yes.
But we won't upload. I think it would be really fun to have, like,
oh my God,
the 9 of us just kind of, the Knit Girls did that once. Did you ever see that?
No.
They had like 6 or 7 people. But anyways, maybe we'll just do the couple of us. Who knows? But
maybe we'll record some footage at the festival during the podcast or meetup. Maybe. I'm super bummed that Shannon won't be there.
No, but I plan on taking some videos of some of the shops and some snapshots, and I want to make it like a kind of an interactive.
So I'm sending big squishy hugs to Shannon because she's not going to be there.
We loves you. We misses you.
And I'm not sure Amelia's going to be there either.
Tell people who Shannon is.
Oh, Shannon is Minerva Turkey. Sorry, I'd always just assume
everybody knows Shannon.
We love Shannon. Minerva Turkey.
It's you. It's her. Like, what else needs to be said?
Pretty much.
So we are leaving next Friday morning. I have Thursday off. I booked it off.
Good for you.
Yep.
I did not. I will be at work.
Yesterday was a compressed, so I work extra time all week to get, and I wasn't going to take it, and they tried to get me to stay because one of the girls is off with a sore back, and the DG's like, no, you're taking it. We can survive.
They'll make it.
Yep. And then so I requested vacation for the Thursday, and my boss is like, Rhinebeck? I'm like, yes. Rhinebeck.
I'm so excited. I can't believe it's less than a week away.
Her birthday's on the 22nd, so I'll miss it, but I want to bring her back a mug. So, yeah, let's go.
If you're venturing into Jenny the Potter's booth, you're on your own.
I've given up. If somebody's going to Jenny the Potter and wants to pick me up a mug, I will give you the money, but I can't.
It's crazy pants.
I can't.
Well, I plan on hitting her later in the day.
She also does Etsy updates.
But not for a mug. I'm going to see if she has any yarn bowls lying around or maybe some fish.
She had some, like, taller, like, what do you call those? Like, not a vase, but kind of, it was tall and round, but when I went, she had buttons, and at that time, when you went up to the cash and she didn't have anything left, she would take orders. The person before me got the last one.
Yeah, she will do pre-orders for post-festival stuff, but
I don't know.
A limited amount because obviously she's got to make the stuff.
Yeah, the person before me, when I wanted it, got it. But if you are going to Rhinebeck and Jenny the Potter, please tell me. I beg you, I will, I don't know. I'll give money and hugs. I don't know.
I will hit a booth later in the day.
Yeah. So anyways, we're rambling. Blah, blah, blah. We will see you soon.
If you're at Rhinebeck, come say hi.
We'll
be at the podcaster meetup, which is usually on Saturdays at 1
on the
Big
Hill. And hopefully it'll be nice because the weather has been changing. Every single day you look at the weather for Rhinebeck, it changes.
Yeah.
But where are we going Friday night? Sorry, more bambling.
Friday night we're going to India Untangled.
And
some of us are anyway. I don't know if everybody's going to want to go. But
well,
we're going to India
We're
Untangled.
going to India Untangled, and we're going to Vol and Vine and giving a hug and a squish. And
yeah,
I'm picking up yarn for a friend. So let's get this up on the air so, people can watch.
I'm going to go home and have a nap.
Talk to you all later. Bye. Sorry, mouse issues.